I'm bucking deep in Tennessee with my brothers from the 3. We quick to click and break the peace. No respect for what they.
So what's up, it's Alan Everson again, and welcome to another video. So we're here at chapter 10. We are going to discuss about the summary of this chapter, which is the application layer. So chapter 10 has introduction, application layer protocols, well-known application layer protocols and service, the message heard around the world, and the summary. So application layer protocols. So OSI and TCP IP modules revisited. So here we are again. The key parallels are in the transport and network layer in the OSI model and TCP IP model. So application layer, we have the domain name, system, hypertext transfer protocol, simple mail transfer protocol, post office protocol, dynamic host configuration protocol, file transfer protocol, internet message protocol. So we are here at the application. So the application layers and the data flow layers. The presentation and session layers. Presentation layer, coding and conversion of application layer data. Session layer functions, creates and maintains dialogues between source and destination public applications. So presentation and session layers continues. So these are time, motion, picture, experts group, graphic interchange format, joint photographic expert group, and portable network graphics. TCP IP application layer protocols. So the domain name service protocol is DNS or DNS, used to resolve internet names to IP addresses. Telnet, a terminal emulation protocol used to provide remote access to servers and networking devices. Bootstrap protocol, precursor to this HCP protocol, network protocol used to obtain IP address information during bootup. Dynamic host control protocol, DHCP, used to assign an IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server to a host. Hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP, used to transfer files that make up the web pages of the World Wide Web. File transfer protocol, FTP, used for interactive file transfer between systems. Trivial file transfer protocol, TFTP, used for connectionless active file transfer. Simple mail transfer protocol, SMTP, used for the transfer of messages and attachments. Post office protocol, or POP, used by email clients to retrieve email from a remote server. Internet message access control, IMAP, another protocol for email retrieval. So peer-to-peer networks. Both devices are considered equal to the communication. The roles of client and server are set on a per request basis. Client and server in the same communication. Both can initiate the communication and are considered equal in the communication process. Common P2P applications. So these are the common P2P. eDonkey, Emu, Shareaza, BitTorrent, Bitcoin, and Lionshare. Client-server model. Files are from the server to client. It is stored in the server, and a client is a hardware-software combination that people use directly. So it's the vice versa. Well-known application layer protocols and services. Application layer protocols revisited. So HTTP powers the web to browse the web, SMTP to enable users to send emails, and the POP to enable users to receive email. Hypertext transfer protocol and hypertext markup language. The example URL is www.cisco.com/index.html. So this is the hypertext transfer protocol and hypertext markup language. So HTTP and HTTPS, developed to publish and retrieve HTML pages used for data transfer, specifies a request response protocol. Three common message types are GET, POST, and PUT. GET is client request for data. POST and PUT are used to send message that upload data to the web server. SMTP, POP, and IMAP typically use an application called a mail user agent. Allows message to be sent, place, sends receive messages into client's mailbox. SMTP send email from either a client or a server. POP receive email server. IMAP Internet Message Access Protocol. Email client provides the functionality of both protocols within one application. So it's illustration, SMTP, POP, and IMAP. So it's just same description, and this is a illustration. So this is another description from SMTP, POP, and IMAP. So the domain name service, a human legible name is resolved to its numeric network device address by the DNS protocol. So a domain name is resolved to its numeric network device address by the DNS protocol. So DNS message format. DNS server stores different types of resource records used to resolve names. The same the name contains the name, address, and type of record. Record types are A and N, device address, NS, an authoritative name server, CNAME, the canonical name for an alias, MX, mail exchange record. So DNS hierarchy. Example top level domains .au, .co, .com, .jp, and .org. So we have for Colombia, this is industry, JP Japan, or non-profit organization. Operating system NSLookup. The operating system utility called NSLookup allows the user to manually query the name servers to resolve a given host name. So it's the NSLookup. Dynamic host configuration protocol. DHCP allows a host to obtain an IP address dynamically. This is the illustration. So this is the DHCP of operation. File transfer protocol. FTP allows data transfers between a client and a server. So it's a FTP process. Based on commands and across control connection, data can be downloaded from server or uploaded from client. Server message block. Clients establish a long-term connection to servers. After the connection is established, a user can access the resources on the server as if the resources is local to the client host. Server message. A file may be copied from PC to PC with Windows Explorer using the SMB protocol. So the message heard around the world. The Internet of Things. The Internet of Everything is here. Message travels through a network. The application layer sends the stream of HTTP GET data to the transport layer for encapsulation, and then the transport layer divides the application stream into segments and adds a TCP header. The transport layer passes the segment to the internet layer, and the internet layer creates an IP datagram or packet. The packet includes the source and destination IP addresses. File is passed to the network access layer. The network access layer frames the packet with source and destination addresses and then converts the frame into electrical signals, getting the data to the right applications. At the end device, the device port number directs the data to the correct conversation. So for the summary, we have applications are computer programs with which the user interacts and initiate the data transfer process at the user's request. Services are background programs that provides the connection between the application layer and the lower layers of the networking model. Protocols provide the structure of a agreed upon rules and processes that ensure services running on one particular device can send and receive data from a range of different network devices. HTTP supports the delivery of web pages to end devices. SMTP POP and IMAP support sending and receiving email. SMB and FTP enables user to share files. P2P application make it easier to consumer to seamlessly share media. DNS resolves the human legible names used to refer to network resource into numeric addresses usable by the network. All of these elements work together at the application layer. The application layer enables user to work and play over the internet. So that's all for today's video, and thank you for watching.
Bitch, get off of me, I'm bumping